welcome to Sunday Specials with the Smek. It's a beautiful edition. Again, good to see you today. Trust you're having a great week, a great day, a great month, and a great year.
Hello everyone, it's me again, Deborah Ufama Wakina, the creative director behind the Debbiestarr brand and also the creative director behind the Smek brand, and I'm here again. I told you guys, anytime I'm in front of your camera, just now I'm here to spill fashion.
Yes. Today's episode is a beautiful one. You can see we're all looking fly with our labu trouser made by my wife, Debbiestarr Couture, the baddest designer. Watch out for her. She's the next big thing, and she's going places. I know that she's going to do very, very well. She's talented and she has so much zeal for and passion for the work. So each time you see us dress up, she went through a lot to bring those pieces together. Yeah, she went through a lot. She bring it, and I'll suggest and put her heads together, and boom, voila, we're coming up looking fly.
For today's topic, I'm choosing to talk about patience. Why you are pursuing your journey. Hey! Oh. You see, this is our fashion job. It will humble you. But before I dive into patience, let me give the inspiration behind my outfit today. I love denim. My whole family will love denim. So today's pieces were created out from denim. From my top, this is a denim top. This is also a denim big pant trousers. I told you, I said I'm doing something that you guys have never seen before, so I'm going to be wearing pieces that are comfortable but with very high-end quality fabrics. That's what I'm known for. That's what has kept me in this business. So today is denim, and the guys are pairing them up with black, but I decided to do the white, the brooch and everything. Then I made a denim piece for my daughter as well. I like the total look, and this is an outfit. You don't need to cinch your waist or whatever. Just throw on your jacket, throw on your denim inside. You can have a spaghetti top inside. Anything you want, you can just rock it. You can use this to rock it. Normal pant trouser, you can still rock it down, whatever you want to do with it.
So today I'll be talking a little bit about patience. Patience. The Bible says in James 1:3, the trial for faith worketh patience. In other words, your faith will be tested. You have to wait. God tell you that's going to do something for you, to you, and with you. Doesn't mean he's going to do it instantly. There are cases that it takes time. I would say it worketh, trial for faith worketh patience. That's the patience.
So let me dive into the topic of today, which is patience as related to me. I tell everyone around me, I say I like to share my story. I don't like to pick stories from the internet or places. I like things that are real, something like I can relate to. So I think I have a video on my own page that I think I did a little glimpse of where my journey started from. But I think I started fashion some 10 years ago, right? Right from school, I was into business, buying and selling, and Momsy said, no, buying and selling the way she's looking at it is going to fizzle out, or the people are going to pour into that market, that I should go learn how to do something. She just told me I was supposed to take a trip, but she said, no, the money for the trip, use it to invest into yourself and all. And I started looking out, and I saw my very first fashion school, which is at the Veranora. She was one of the biggest in Warri as at that time. I registered online, and the very first day I pulled up to her office, I drove down my SUV. She said when she saw me, she was like, this one can learn work too. Then I had a sales girl, which was my sister. Not my sales girl, my sister was helping me look after my shop while I went there. But one word I took going there, and I'm always grateful to my mom on how she trained us. She said, if you're going there, you need to bring yourself down as paper, irrespective that you get there, you meet people that you feel that these people should not be the ones to train me, say, but they've been in the business longer. And in going through my years in fashion, I've gotten to discover that experience is important in this business. Experience is key. So I went there, I learned. After that, I went to 3 other places. It took me 2 years and 10 months before I learned how to make my outfit. Then I opened my first shop some 3 years after I started learning, and it has been from one journey to the other. I got a very small space which I started with, but one thing I told myself, I said, I want to be so good that before I relocate out of Delta State, that name Debbiestarr will be known. And the truth is, a lot of people know my shop in Aka Avenue, Delta State. Shout out to anybody that will know me from there. You know my designs, because I was always putting out mother design. That was also one of my strategy in doing my business.
Joseph had a dream. Between that dream and when you realized the dream, there was a time between it. And what does that time do to you? time prepares you for what God has ordained or prophesied or said about you. David was pronounced and anointed as king, but he was not king immediately. It took some time. In that process, he was learning skills of how to become a great king. So be patient. The youth of nowadays are not patient. That's the problem we have. Christians are not patient. They will say, "Oh God, let your will be done." But God's will at times is not sweet. He said God's will be done, and it's going south, and you're like, this thing is going south. Are you sure this is? No, relax.
So as relates to patience is, I never started making a lot of money till after like 4-5 years into the business. Yes, it took me 4-5 years. I was making money. That was when I broke into my millions in business. You see, patience. So you have to be very patient, determined, and you have to have a passion for this job. So when I wanted to move out after, I think I was in that my small space for over 7 years, but everybody knew. In data state, they'll tell you want Lagos standard kind of clothes or whatever, go and meet Debbiestarr. She charges a lot, but she's going to deliver. And for my 9 years active sewing in this business, I've never, ever disappointed any of my clients. Not once. I rather not sleep than disappoint. So in relating to patience, coming into the business, people have the idea of wanting to hit it big. Everybody wants to be the new Vicky James. Everybody wants to be the new Abbas. Everybody wants to be the new Prudential. They want to own an academy like her. But a lot of persons are not patient enough to go through the process. You must walk that path. Patience is not easy. That means you're working, but at times you feel like you're not seeing results. But the truth of the matter is, like, you have a wall and you're hitting through that wall. Sooner or later it's going to break open, but you have to be intentional. Patience is hard. It's hard. People get carried away with the glitter and the glam when they get to meet people that are successful. But for me, whenever I get to meet them, I want to sit down and hear about their story. I just finished a deal today and I know how much I charge for that outfit. Some years back, I couldn't have been able to open up my mouth to say I'm going to charge that amount for the outfit, but it came from a place of me being patient, believing in my craft. And as I was believing, I also went for upgrade.
Well, what do you do in your waiting time? You plan, you prepare, you train. What skills are you learning? Or you dreamt you had a vision that you're going to be the richest man in Africa. Now, what value are you going to give? What service are you going to give? What skills do you have to make that come to pass? You have your part to play. So the fact that God said He's going to do something for you, it does not mean it's going to happen that way. There's this waiting time. That waiting time is where you learn. Just like Joseph, he was sold as slave. From there, he went to Potiphar's house. He thought that was what God wanted for him. All of a sudden, boom, turbulence. A serious problem came and he was thrown into the prison. I believe he must have thought, man, this is the end of me. A prisoner, Pharaoh's prisoner, that's the end of me. But right there, he kept on exercising the gifts that God gave to him. He kept on prophesying, saying things, revealing things, explaining dreams. And right before you know it, the king, the butler that he interpreted his dream, when the king was looking for someone, he suggested Joseph. And Joseph was later made a prime minister. You all know the story. So that waiting time is where you use to exercise your gift. It's where you use to wait. You practice.
I remember coming here. This has been one of the most difficult phases of my life, because living a food structure, to come down to somewhere that you don't know anyone, it has to take faith and it also has to take patience. The first time I came here, I walked into my sewing room where I'm using now, I'll start crying because of where I was coming from. For like 5 years, I've not sewn. I sew, but I've not ironed, I've not cut, I've not gone to the market. But coming here, I had to build. And my pastor said one word, that we are creators, that the ability to create anything is deep inside of us. But all you need is to understand that if I've done it before, I can even do it better. And after I graduated, I decided to start up again. I called my husband, I told him, I said, I want the machine guy to come and set up, and I'm going to build. And from September till now that I'm doing this video, if I tell you guys the amount of money I've made, you guys will be shocked. Just from my mindset, just for being patient. Going into my upgrade class, I went there and I went back to becoming a student. It also takes patience to do that. It takes somebody that understands that where they are going to is bigger than where they are coming from, to be as humble as that. In class, I was humble. I stayed till 8 o'clock at night. A lot of times it's not like I don't know what they are doing, but I just feel like if I'm able to pick one or two things and add it to mine, it's going to give me an added advantage in my business. I'll come home by 8, my kids are asleep. I'll come home by 8, go into the kitchen to eat. By 10, I'm up, I'm doing assignments upon assignments. By the next day, by 8 o'clock, resume 8 or 9 o'clock, I'm in class again. It was a very tough period for me. But am I seeing the result now? Yes, I am. Because now there's nothing that you bring to me for me to make that I will not be able to make, except I don't want to do that job. So patience is something that your gratitude will not come now. It's going to come later in the future. But people are too quick to want to get to the top, forgetting that there's a rope that you used to climb to that place. There's a ladder for you to go through. You must put in the work. And in this our business, years of experience is key. Don't. 2 persons can be in the same room, but 1 person level of experience will differ from the other. I remember when I did my project and I submitted it. First person I went to was my boss, Vera. I told her my idea. I could have easily said she has stopped sewing for a while, but I wanted to achieve a particular rose. I wanted it done a particular way. She gave me an idea for me to do that. So the thing is, you should be humble enough to understand that there are people that walk the paths you are planning to walk in, and be humble enough to learn. Listen more than you talk, and be so good that even your enemies will have no other thing to say that she's very good. Be so good. You have to want it. You have to want your dream.
So don't be in haste. You see, youth these days, they run after fast cash, fast settlement. They do things that will affect them in future. That's why you see youth dying early these days, because they end up doing things that they were not supposed to do. And later on, they start living a life of regret. The time they would have used to acquire skills, they used to chase money because they want fast skills. So be patient. Be patient. Be patient. I would like to reiterate this. Be patient. God will definitely do what He has said He will do. He will do it. He will do it. He will do it. That dream, you see that dream? Don't give up. You've tried it many times. Every time you try, you fail. Every time you try, you fail. Every time you try, you fail. It's as if that is not the right thing for you to do. Keep doing it. Keep at it. Keep doing it. So you are doing it. You are gaining masteries. Becoming used to it. Before you know it, you're very good. So when the opportunity comes, you are ready to go. The problem we have, some people opportunity to come, but they are not ready. And when you miss those opportunities, you might not have it again. So utilize it. Learn. You want to be a singer? Start practicing. If you watch the story of Michael Jackson, everybody idolizing right now, but that man is a man of training. He trained himself. He built himself from age of, though the father assisted him, but he got to a point he was the one doing it on his own. When I watched that, he rehearsed at least 16 hours a day. Oh my God, 16 hours a day. Why would it be good? Why would it be exceptional amongst his peers? He has no other option. He will have to be exceptional. So you must train yourself.
Patience is a very big topic that if I continue talking about it today, it's not going to be easy. Is it the time I fell ill doing my projects? Is it the time that I sewed at 2 a.m.? When we will come out with our pieces, everybody's always happy every Sunday. Oh, the Smex family. Oh, Debbie's always putting them into peace. People don't know the gruesome patience I have to go through this. It's a lot of journey, but what I'll tell you is that wherever you are, even if you're in your small room, you have a big dream that's bigger than you. There's nothing that is not achievable. According to my mama, make I speak pidgin English. People wait there for talk, not be 2 heads they get. Now 1 head and 2 legs. But all they did was they were patient and they wait for their time, because the sun is always rotating. And by the time it's rotating towards you, are you equipped enough to be able to handle? There's one thing to pray. There's also another thing for you to be able to carry the capacity that God is about to pour into your life. There's one thing to say, God, give me a millionaire job, but have you done 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 before you are requesting for a millionaire? So patience it's a virtue. You can't be hot-headed. You can't be. It's a virtue. It's something you have to practice. With time, you come to a place that you know you have peace. So my advice to people that are about to start up a business, that are about to go into that job, that are about to take the next step in their life, Be patient. Trust me, the sun will definitely shine on your path. But when it's shining, make sure you are prepared enough to handle what God is about to bring to you. Because that rain of heaven will come and it's going to give you 10 years in one. Stop comparing your life with other persons. Stop comparing your process with other person's process. Don't you want to have something that at the end of the day you have peace of mind? So be patient, learn in your silent phase, equip yourself, prepare yourself, because by the time the door opens, equip yourself enough to handle it.
Get down new skills. We're entering the phase of AI. So what AI do you know how to use? Nah. As time will come, the next job you apply, they will ask you what AI tools. Yeah, there are some jobs online, they will ask you what AI tools you use. You learn how to use Canvas. You learn how to use Couture. You learn how to use ChatGPT. These are tools you need to learn in this future. Now, you need to learn this. Canvas, ChatGPT. You learn so many other AIs. Video generating AI, so many. Learn it. People are making millions from it. Yes. So as you are waiting for that which God has promised you, learn skills. Patient. Don't allow the noise move you. Distraction. To be honest, certain. Many things will happen that will make you want to lose your focus. Don't lose your focus. You know what God has prophesied, God has told you. Know what God has ordained you to be. Don't let anybody make you lose focus. See your neighbor, driving that fancy big car. You're like, oh God, it's supposed to be me. Then you go ask him, what do you do? Like, can you introduce me? You're already shifting focus. Don't. The world is so easy. I told someone going to school right now, like in our days when in the early 20s or in school, there was not like internet. We couldn't get our resources. I studied petroleum engineering. For me to get my material, someone would go to Ibadan, go and photocopy textbook for us. We all with our photocopy. We're reading photocopies. So now it's very easy. Just click. You get information. Click. Information is just there. So you don't have any excuse not to know. I don't like myself. I don't like when someone tell me they don't know. But don't tell me you don't know. I don't like it because informations are there. ChatGPT is there. YouTube is there. Everything. I met a lady said she don't know how to cook and she's looking for a husband. That's why they didn't know how to cook. She didn't learn it. I was like, that's not an excuse. YouTube is there. Just type anything. Type cappuccino. Type anything. Type a goosey soup. You will see instruction. You see recipe on how to make it. So there's no excuse of being ignorant in this jet age that we are in right now. No excuse. Because if you give an excuse, another person will be used. So build yourself. Learn new skills. Build character. Because don't let your gift will introduce you before me, but it's your character that will keep you, that will sustain that relationship. So build your character as you wait. Build it. I don't need to say much more, but I would like to end it here so that my message will not be too long. So in other words, I'm saying, be patient. Be patient. And work on yourself while you wait. Thank you.
So until next time, guys, bye for now.
See you next week. Bye-bye. And thank you. Before I go, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It will not cost you anything. Don't be stingy. All right. Bye. Next week.